Hello, I'm Dr. Grady Carter, Chairman of the Board of GoToNations. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's event, and thank you very much for making the time to be with us as we attempt to go to the nations. I have been a financial supporter of GoToNations for over 25 years. I have been always impressed with the level of integrity and the honesty, as well as the work that they have done around the nations.
So having been on a mission trip with GoToNations, I've seen firsthand how they bring resources, they bring the gospel, and they really help the people of the nations they're going to. Having worked at World Headquarters, I've seen the integrity that GoToNations has in equipping the missionaries and sending them where God has called them. And now being on the board, I've been able to see the big picture of all of the things that GoToNations is involved in.
And I have to tell you, it's been such a huge blessing to participate with this ministry and this team of people that are really answering the Great Commission in a way I've never seen before. The impact they're having, to me, is actually historical because of the way they're equipping nations, whole movements in nations, to bring the good news of Jesus Christ and fulfill the Great Commission.
And so for me, partnership is all about multiplication. God tells us to go into all the world and preach the gospel. Well, I can't possibly do that personally. But what I can do is I can help other people go. I can inspire other people to go. I can support others that go. And so partnership for me is multiplication. And I don't believe it's possible to fulfill the Great Commission without it.
So partnership for us is cooperating with other people that share our heart in advancing a mutual cause. That's what partnership is, and why, as a pastor in Redeemer Church, we're looking for organizations that we can partner with, because together everyone achieves more. GoToNations is doing things and going places that we as a local church will never be able to. So it's our privilege and our responsibility even to partner with those who are willing to go where we can't go ourselves.
For the last 2 years, GoToNations has sponsored and coordinated mission trips of their students to come to Jacksonville, Florida, and we're a big part of that. When they were here, one of our students was baptized in the Holy Spirit and had a radical change. He came out of a homosexual lifestyle and was here for drug treatment, and he just totally changed. I mean, you could see it even in his physical appearance. And just became radical for Jesus. And now he has graduated, and now he's at Christ for the Nations to become a missionary. It's not only reaching people for Christ, but then calling others to the service for Christ. And I mean, that's really what it's all about.
So having these experiences has only reinforced my decision to partner financially with GoToNations and give of my time as a board member, as GoToNations reaches every tribe, every tongue, and every nation with the gospel of Jesus.
And our mutual cause is the gospel. Our mutual cause is the fulfillment of the Great Commission in this generation. Our mutual cause is to make Jesus' last command our first priority.
If you're looking for a place to get plugged in and get involved, let me tell you, this is one worth doing, and I highly recommend it to you.
I mean, the simple fact is that you can't go anywhere in the world and not see the fingerprints in some way or another of a GoToNations missionary from 30 years ago, or a pastor who happened to attend a pastor seminar somewhere, or maybe even is sending missionaries out of his own church. And we're talking Africa and Asia and Latin America, really around the world. And so the reason I believe in GoToNations in particular is its fruitfulness.
One of the things that I heard from Dr. Jerry Williamson when I first got involved with GoToNations was that there are two groups of people. There are goers and there are senders. I'm definitely not a goer, but I thank the Lord that He gave me an opportunity to be a sender. And hopefully after listening to tonight, you will be too. Thank you.